Match number 16 for the 34.
Good evening. The dew, no dew whatsoever is showing up right now. And if the breeze cuts down, we might see something coming up towards the later stage of the night. Let's quickly have a look at the surface. It's the same track that have been used in the last 2 days. Looks pretty dry, looks pretty flat, but don't go by this texture. It is a disguise. Below that, you have some sort of an effect which actually holds the ball. It has a dual pace. It doesn't release as you anticipate. Idea should be very simple. Come out, have a bowl first, invite the opposition to come and have a bat first, try to assess the conditions even better and see what the wicket is doing very closely when you're bowling first.
Thank you, Awesome Sheikh. Awesome Sheikh thinks that Captain winning the toss should elect to bowl first. But let's head down to Awesome once again and see these are the two captains and what they have to think about the toss.
Thank you, guys. It is toss time. I have the two captains out there along with the match referee, Manpreet Singh of Colatta Chocolates, our match referee Tehseen Javed, and Daud, the captain of SRK Diesel Trading. Manpreet, the home captain, will flip the coin. Tails is the call.
It is head.
And it is ahead. Manpreet, looks like you already saw that before. But what's your plan?
Yeah, we bowl first.
Well, what's the idea behind that? It's the same track we are playing in. What are your thoughts about the wicket?
Yeah, wicket is good and there is some breeze there outgoing. So we take ball first and finish game early.
Well, that's some confidence. What is the target you're keeping in mind to chase down?
Yeah, 120, 130.
Well, all the very best. Go with the game. दाऊद टॉस हार गए हैं आपको पहले दावत दी गई है बैटिंग करने की क्या इरादा है आपका इसमें
जी इंशाल्लाह हमारी बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ आज अच्छी है इंशाल्लाह आज अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगा
कोई चेंजेस है टीम में
हाँ हमने कई 3 चेंजिंग की
अच्छा और क्या टारगेट माइंड में लेके चल रहे हैं
इंशाल्लाह 160 150 तक हो जाए तो इंशाल्लाह मैच अच्छा होगा
चले उम्मीद करते हैं एक अच्छा गेम देखने मिले ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट
थैंक यू
Well, so the news from the center is that Colatta Chocolates, they have won the toss and they will be bowling first.
Thank you once again, Awesome Sheikh. That's the news from the center. Then a lot of chocolates winning the toss and electing to field first. Let's have a look at the playing 11 for both the teams. A lot of chocolates going to be Ranjit Mani, the destructive opening batter, along with Akhil Das, Rupa Kumar, Janaka Chaturanga, Krishan Paul, the left-arm spinner, Lakshman Srikumar, the captain, Manpreet Singh, Mazhar Hussain, very impressive. Nikhil Srinivasan makes a way into the team, Shafiq Iftari and Keshav Sharma. For SRK Cricket Club, it's going to be Mohammad Dawood, the captain, Asif Zaman, Khan Mohammad, Mohammad Shehbaz, Mohammad Saghir, Rehan Dilawar, Suleiman Saeed, Mohammad Nisar, Saqib Khan, Abid Ali and Safiullah. Two very balanced sides. We've seen Colatta Chocolates pull out some impressive cricket in the recent games. Now they'll be up against SRK Cricket Club and they'll want to win this game and put some additional points on the board. Meanwhile, SRK Cricket Club yet to open their mark. They would want to win this game and put those opening points on the board for them. It'll be a cracker of a game. Just waiting for proceedings to begin. We'll dive into a short break and we'll be back when we're ready for live action. almost ready for the first ball to be bowled. 2 openers for SRK Cricket Club out there in the middle. Colatta Chocolates all ready for the first ball to be bowled. Joining me in the home box, somebody, Mr. Mazhar Khan. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Rashid. Good to be back. Suleiman Said is facing. Takes the outside edge. The first ball travels in the third man region to start off with a single.
First runs on the board for SRK Cricket Club. I'll give them a hope of profit to confidence. Now, Lakshman Srikumar, the captain, for a change, opening the bowling for Colatta Chocolates. Normally comes down as the first change bowler. He's getting some swing in the air, moving away from the right hander on the very first delivery. Safiullah, usually partner for Suleiman. He'll have strike now. Change in field. They've got a deep cover in place.
Drives it firmly through the covers. They take one. They get back for second. As the fielder chases it, picks it up. It's a couple of runs to start with. Nice little drive through the covers. Swings a little bit, shade outside the off stump, tries to heave it away, misses the line completely. Gathered by the keeper.
That was a good delivery. You see that slip in place, or particularly that kind of a delivery which moves away from the right hander. There's a balanced start for both the teams.
Sure.
Okay, Diesel getting some runs, and I think Lakshman Srikumar making a good comeback.
He knows what he's doing. Again, driven firmly straight to the fielder. They cross over for a single on the offside.
The intent quite visible here from SRK Cricket Club. They're not going to get walked down as soon as it's in their zone. They're going to go for their shots. And Safiullah looks like a very decent compact player. Got those good shots through the covers.
This one from Lakshman. Batsman leaves it alone. Gathered by the keeper.
Good bowling so far from Lakshman Srikumar. He's persisting with that line outside the off stump, getting the ball to move away from the right hander, inviting them to go for that drive, trying to get that outside edge, the first breakthrough. First 6 overs, very important for both the teams, and they want to make the most of it.
This time again, bowling to his field. A tinge of outswing. Played defensively into the cover region. A first over bowled. SRK are 4 for no loss. Manpreet Singh is the bowler from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. A shot delivery. Wraps him on his pads and then ricochets towards the backward fine leg region or the short fine leg region. Single taken.
First extras on the board, then for SRK Cricket Club. Wants to grounding for room there. Manpreet Singh likes to bowl that back of line deliveries. Starts off with one of that kind.
Quick single, close shave. They take one, they get back for the second. Could have been close.
Certainly looked very close there. Christian Paul was very interested, rightly so. That was a drop and run straight in his hand. Just going to get the direct hit there. That's what you need as a team. Good run out, a good catch, get your spirits going.
Good to see some active fielders. Nicely played, but straight to the. Oof. Yes and no. Lucky.
Certainly very lucky there. We were just talking about how good this fielding effort was from Christian Paul, and now Das as well making that effort. A lot of chocolates have turned out to be a very good side. They've gelled together at the right time.
Yes, I think this season they have done pretty well, Rashid.
Certainly, that's showing in their spirits as well. Putting their body behind the ball and making sure they put in those extra efforts.
They gel as a team well, and everyone tries to contribute his best. Uh, you know, that's what it is. A good collective team effort helps the team through.
Absolutely. And one good thing about them is I feel as a Colatta Chocolates, they have persisted with the same set of players. And that's one of the reasons why they've gelled so well as a bunch of cricketers. Not delivery, played down towards deep fine leg. They want to come back with a second, make it quite easily at the end.
Manpreet forced him to play an upper shot, which is not in control, I would say. Bowling a little short into the ribs. Let's see if he bowls a ball which is pitched up, how the batsman react. That's a nice delivery, ripped in, going down the leg side. No question of a run. End of the over, number 3-2. It's 9 for no loss. Lakshman continues from the Bukhatar end, and he will be bowling to. Oh my, that's Safi tried to hit it over the heads of the bowler, missed the line completely, and lucky that he survived. Could have taken an edge. In fact, it went close to the wicket too.
About the green for Zafiullah there, that was a very good delivery, moving away from the right-hander. Not in position there, his head was falling down as he was playing that shot. Wide outside the off stump. Easy call for the umpire. That shot from Safiullah, that swing has just forced Lakshman Shikumar to change his line slightly. He would not be bowling too full to him.
Some sort of desperation coming through in the batsman. This one is played uppishly. A quick single again.
You're absolutely right. Desperation is showing on in the batters. They're itching to go. They haven't got that first boundary on the board. And this being a 20-over game, especially the first 6 overs, the power play overs, they'll want to have a good start. Currently, the run rate at 4.7. Normally teams go at about 6 to 8 runs in over, and the power play especially.
Well, I think the major point is that the fielding and then the bowling too, by Lakshman especially, trying to keep the ball up there and moving away. They are unable to get hold of those deliveries.
Certainly very good bowling there. Classic in the outer half of the bat, but falls in no man's land just between the two fielders. They'll come back for the second run. This is good running between the wickets. Excellent bowling.
That's one shot. Desperate running, I would say. Yes, no, and then they went on. Seems to be under pressure, the batters. Probably good bowling attack by the Colatta Chocolates. Not giving much. This just fell short of the cover fielder. Off the back foot. Straight to the fielder.
Yeah, no chance of a run on that one. SRK Cricket Club, fairly new side, which is why I think they're just trying to gel in and trying to understand how to go about business in this T20 format.
Seems a new team, Rashid. Beautifully picked up this time. Lakshman wavers a little bit on the onside. Lovely shot. Good pickup over the fence for a first six of the inning. Beautiful shot.
It was a superb shot coming in from Suleiman. That's the first time Lakshman Srikumar has erred in line, and they have taken full advantage of that. Getting that first maximum, that'll lift their spirits and their confidence as well. They're desperately looking for that first boundary, and it's come in the form of a maximum.
That's very well picked up elegantly. And good to see a six coming through. It's already the third over in progress.
Timing was excellent on that shot, and there was towards the longer part of the ground as well. The onside, towards square leg is slightly longer where the Shah Jahan Stadium.
Missed it completely. Suleiman this time. End of the over number 3. It is 18 for no loss SRK. This one from Manpreet. Again, misses it completely, Saifi. So they're trying to accelerate the score and finding a bit tough, I would say, except for that last shot, which was hit for a 6.
Certainly, I think SRK missing a trick out here, not trying to rotate strike. They're just waiting for those bad deliveries to hit boundaries, which is doing them at the moment.
This delivery again from Manpreet. Straight to the fielder there. No run.
Yeah, and Manpreet persisting with that short of length deliveries. He's good with that. He's always been a bowler who likes to bowl back of length deliveries, the hard dense, and he's making sure he just sticks to that line and length, which is helping him at the moment.
Well, I wish he can also use the ones which are pitched up as well. But still, he's continuing with those short pitch deliveries and forcing the batsmen to not make sure that they don't score big ones on that. And a good strategy by him. So far, he's keeping them under control, just given away a few runs uh, from his bowling. As SRK now are 18 for no loss.
Probably he wants to use that delivery as a surprise delivery. He did call it in the last over as well. The last ball was pitched up, did wrap his pads there, and was very close. He could have gotten in the line, would have earned him that first wicket.
This one just a wide delivery outside the leg stump. Umpires has no hesitation to give a wide. SRK in their fourth over. Not many runs scored so far. Good tight bowling and especially good fielding by Colatta Chocolates.
Certainly brilliant bowling from both the bowlers. That one is pitched up and he's bowled him. Ricocheted that off his pads and takes the stumps for a walk.
Rashid, this was a little, not a shorter delivery. It was a pitched up, and that's what, did the trick for him, I think. It was not that short, but then, angling inside, takes the outer pads, and then he's bowled.
Certainly you called that surprise delivery. He was going to bowl the fuller delivery. And he did that and gets rewarded for that. Safiullah will have to make his way back. 4 runs scored of 10 deliveries. First wicket down for SRK Cricket Club, 19 on the board.
Mohammad Nisar is the new batter, and he's taking guard. And Manpreet will continue, having picked up a wicket just the last delivery he bowled Safi.
Surprise delivery working for him on that occasion. He's persisting on the short length deliveries and then one pitched up.
Again, a shorter delivery, and yes and no, close call. Could have very poor calling between the batsmen there. The 34th Sharjah Ramadan League T20.
And now the left and right hand combination coming in. Mohammad Nisar, the left hander. He did get some runs in the previous game. He was the top scorer in that game for SRK Cricket Club, but 40 odd runs. It's going to be a very interesting prospect for SRK. And Manpreet for one last time in this over. Comes in, bowls a good delivery, fuller length.
Very well bowled for a dot ball to finish the over. Well bowled. He's bowled 2 overs for 6 runs. Picked up a wicket as SRK are now 20 for 1 at the end of 4 overs. Gopakumar, left arm, very intelligent bowler from Colatta Chocolates, will be operating from the Sharjah Bukhatir end, and he will be bowling to Salman. And this one is played off the back foot for a single into the square leg region.
Interesting move here from Colatta Chocolate, bringing their ace spinner into the attack inside the power play. They're probably looking to get another wicket here.
That's a good move, a sensible. It's more attacking than being defensive, I suppose. To just if you can pick up a wicket or two here, put on more pressure on SRK.
Certainly, they've got that opening now, so they want to make the most of it. And Gopakumar, like you mentioned, is a very smart bowler. Delivery.
That's more of an arm ball, a quick single. Again, they're living dangerously.
Would have been a very close call. Gopakumar hasn't been in the top of his form, hasn't picked up too many wickets in the previous couple of months. We won't want to change that now.
Straight to the fielder in the square leg region. And no run. Nisar is the batter. Left arm, left-hander. Tried to just heave it away, didn't connect it properly.
Trying to hit it too hard on that occasion. The inner half of the bat and no run. Good over in progress for Gopakumar.
That's a short delivery. Played straight to the mid-on region, long on region rather, for a single.
Just left hand, right hand combination. Just troubling the fielders a bit. A lot of changes happening, especially inside the power play overs. And a good over from Gopakumar so far. Just 3 runs off it, one more delivery to go.
That's an arm ball again, missed by Suleiman. End of the over, number 5. SRK are 23 for the loss of 1 wicket. It continues from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Bowls well so far. This beginning is third over. Again, a short pitch delivery, beautifully picked up, went back and pulled it to the onside. That's a boundary. Lovely shot by Nisar. Seems he was waiting for the shot delivery, picked it up very well.
Certainly looks like he was ready for that short delivery, like you mentioned. You're looking at how Manpreet has been bowling in the dugout, and as soon as he's come out, first boundary for him. Was a very good shot, well timed in the gap. Earns himself and his team important runs.
Looks a compact player. This again goes back, a lovely shot again. He knew that he was expecting a short delivery. Played it through the mid-wicket boundary for a 4.
Again, short delivery, beautifully picked up. The timing was superb. Head position was just in immaculate there from Mohammad Nisar. He's one of the best players in this SRK Cricket Club lineup. We saw him scoring some runs in the previous game as well, and now hitting back-to-back boundaries against their ace bowler.
Let's see what he does now, Manpreet. It's the first time in this over he's been hit for 2 boundaries back to back. He has to bowl up now this time.
Something that worked for him as well in previous occasion. There you go, as you bowled, pitching it up to Mohammad Nisar, who just guides it. Smart, sensible batting by Mohammad Nisar after hitting those 2 boundaries, picking up a single. This is also the last over of the power play. SRK Cricket Club would want to make the most of it, get some runs under their belt.
Suleiman is going steady. It's just 13 or 15 deliveries. Oh, this time he picks up 2. That's a lovely shot. Waited for it to come onto his bat and whipped into the mid-wicket region for a boundary.
They've been going after Manpreet in this over. Another short delivery. Eyes on the ball till the last minute. And then plays it in the gap in front of square at that occasion and earns himself a boundary. Suleiman 17 of 16. He's playing that anchor role for SRK Cricket Club.
Three boundaries have been hit so far in this over. That's well bowled. A bit slow one. A shy at the wicket.
Crossed in for a single. Miftari, the wicket keeper. Looked like Mohammad Nisar had made his ground quite easily there. Let's have a look once again. Inner half the bat, straight to the wicket keeper. Yeah, would have made it quite easily. But he didn't drag his bat there. Was in the air. Basics missing out.
Would have been a goner. A last delivery coming up for Manpreet. Very sensibly played back to the bowler. End of the over number 6. It's 37 for 1 SRK. Copa continues from the Bukhatar end. And cut firmly straight to the fielder. Very well struck, but straight to the fielder.
Was Chanaka Chaturanga there. One of the better fielders in the side. Very experienced. You come out to bat and you'll see his experience in play. Well, that one is played towards mid-wicket. They'll only pick up a single. And this is good, sensible bowling from Gopa Kumar and sensible batting as well.
Surely, SRK, these two batsmen are doing very well. They know what to do. Any loose delivery, they are punishing it. And the good ones, they are playing it back to, defensively. Full toss and punished. Straight to the fielder there, Lucky. They pick up one, they go back for the second. There's a deep square leg fielder there.
Loose delivery coming in from Gopa Kumar. Mohammad Nisar will be livid with himself. Unable to dispatch that one to a boundary. That was a boundary ball.
Again, a full toss. Gopa Kumar missing out. I think the batsmen are missing out not to punish him, but straight to the fielder for a single.
And very lucky there, Gopal Kumar. On two occasions, bowling full tosses and just going for singles and doubles. They want to pick up, stitch a partnership together. Mohammad Nisar and Suleiman at the moment.
Sensible batting, plays it in the vacant square leg region. A single again.
One more delivery to go. This left and right hand combination has certainly worked for SRK Cricket Club. 42 for the loss of 1 and 6.5. That's well.
Well bowled. That's a good delivery by Gopakumar to end the over. It's 7 overs gone. SRK are 42 for 1 with Suleiman on 20 of 20 and Nisar 15 of 12 deliveries.
Changing the bowling then. Ranjit Mani will be coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Good decent start here for SRK Cricket Club. Anual changing the combox as well. Joining me for the first time in this game, it's going to be Asim Sheikh. Welcome, Asim. Good evening.
Good evening, Rashid. Good evening to all our viewers. Colatta being that over from Ranjit Mani going for runs and SRK, I beg your pardon, from Manpreet going for runs. And that has brought Ranjit Mani, the captain, going with the experienced campaigner Ranjit Mani to bowl some variations and get them back, get them a couple of wickets here. They have this partnership which is stitching in pretty nicely. 23 now. Excellent batting display. We see a different attitude here from SRK. It's not an easy wicket to bat on, but they've managed to bat pretty nicely here. Look at that, Ranjit Mani, 4 for 13 in that game against Valley Boys. Spot on.
Certainly, now we're back to live action. Back to anything coming in from Ranjit Mani straight away. That kind of a bowler will bring them a lot of variation, change of pace, change of length, change of angles as well. He's very experienced. At the moment, he's tucking down SRK Cricket Club pretty nicely here. Like I mentioned, the previous over of Manpreet Singh, they did get some runs. They crawled their way back into this game. They were looking out and about in the power play, but that last over did help them.
Well, absolutely. And Colatta, they've been really impressive. The last game that they played, they registered the highest total of the tournament so far. They scored exact 300 runs in a 20-over game. And that was a peach of a delivery from Ranjit Mani. And keeper making a mess of it. And the ball goes for a boundary. That will be byes signaled. Shawiq Iftari. In fact, that's off the bat. It's off the bat.
That'll be an interesting replay there. They'd get a bat to it. It would be even more difficult. Just dropping in front of the wicketkeeper Iftari there. Variations from Ranjit Mani. Not bowl all those quick deliveries. As soon as you pitch it up and you bowl quick, it does come onto the bat. It's those back and length deliveries that are disturbing the batters.
And improvising it pretty nicely. And Nisar, he's pretty quick between the wickets. And look at how comfortably he has managed to come back for 2. Even after being on the striker's end, he's so quick. He runs the first one very quick, making sure that he covers the ground. And then if he has time to relax, he relaxes it while he is approaching the crease for the second run. A very impressive cricketer.
Like I mentioned earlier, he was the top scorer in the previous game for SRK Cricket Club, getting 40-odd runs. Showed his class then, and now making sure he plays very, very smartly, going for that first run very quickly. And only be a single, though straight to the fielder. Another run added to the total. 50 on the board for SRK with that single. This is a good start for them. They haven't lost too many wickets, just one of them. And now making a good way back into this team, into this game. The dugout looked pretty relaxed, very happy. Appreciation all around. Rightly so, they have reached 50-run mark. Over delivery, brilliantly bowled straight to Akildar, no chance of a run. And that'll be at the end of eighth over. 50 on the board for the loss of one for SRK.
Mazhar Hussain has been brought into the attack. In fact, it's his first over that has been driven down the ground, straight as an arrow. Doesn't have best of the connections, but will manage to get a single. But overall, Kolata has been very impressive here, Rashid. You talk about players who are not among the ranks in different teams that they were playing earlier, brought under the same roof. They have performed, especially with the likes of Ranjit Mani being a standout performance for them, Mazhar Hussain for that matter.
Certainly, they've got some brilliant players in their lineup. We talk about some of the better players. They have gelled together very nicely as a team. You talk about Krishan Paul, you talk about Janaka Chaturanga, you've got Junaid Shamsu, you've got Ranjit Mani, Gopa Kumar, who hasn't been in the top of his form, but still done so well for the team. And how could we miss Vibhor Shahi in the previous game, in the previous edition, the S100, S10, picked up those crucial catches as well. The fielding has been superb.
Well, I won't be really surprised here if these bunch of boys they feature for different teams in the coming D tournaments. We have D50 lined up, and especially with a team that has won the most prestigious 50 over tournament in the domestic circuit. I won't be surprised if the players from this team are picked up.
Certainly, they've got the talent to do that. It's about getting picked at the moment, at the right time.
Especially players like Krishan Paul who can add a lot of value in the longer format cricket. 50 overs, left arm spinner with the experience, the tag of Ranji trophy on his shoulders. That's up in the air. Chance for Janaka. It's away from him, and that's been put down. Looks like there was an error in judgment there initially. Just couldn't get under the ball. That popped out.
It's a good delivery from Mazhar Hussain, inviting the batter to go for that big shot. Janaka Chaturanga, like you mentioned, he was slow off the block, then pick it up initially. Trajectory of that delivery of that shot, which is the reason why I was slightly late on that, and just the ball just kept moving away from him.
Oh, glorious shot off the back foot by Suleiman. A dive put in by Janaka, but that'll go all the way for a boundary. Longer part of the ground, but making sure that he had ample connection there. Suleiman, brilliant timing on that one. 59 for 1 after 9. Polite appeal there from Akhil Das. But that's definitely going down the leg side. A lot of change in the bowling here coming through for Colatta Chocolates. And that's a sign of desperation, I'd say. That was the last boundary.
Once again, not a good effort from Janaka Chaturanga, but it's a brilliant shot. Timed it superbly well. Rebound on that occasion. Getting that boundary, and now he's back on strike. He's 29 of 28 deliveries. Nisar, his partner, 24 of 17. 60 runs on the board. This is a fairly good start for SRK, but they will need to just up the ante now because they're playing against a very strong Colatta Chocolates. Like we mentioned, they got the highest total of the tournament so far, so they would probably come out very strong while they come out to bat.
Well, absolutely. And I'm pretty surprised here with the defensive approach from Lakshman Srikumar for not using Krishan Paul. Yes, there is a left-handed batter out there, but you don't use the best spinner who turns the ball, and he has the ability to turn it away as well. And you can use him at the longer boundary. Let him fancy his chance towards the newly named Sachin Tendulkar stand.
Well put in there, Asim. But you're absolutely right. Christian Paul is the kind of bowler which has impressed a lot of us. One of the bowlers who can spin the ball. That has been played over the keeper's head. Doesn't look like it's Janaka's day today. On that occasion as well, just misfield, allowing them to come back for the second.
Oh, well, looks like Janaka's mind is there in Nepal. Almost a part of the Bahrain national side. He was included and then excluded from the team. And looks like he's mentally still present there. What a glorious looking shot there, Nisar on the back foot. He has shown sense of urgency throughout his arrival in the SRK diesel trading side. A very busy cricketer, shuffles around within the crease, just trying to confuse the batters, the bowlers, beg your pardon. And one good thing about him is that he keeps himself busy.
See what he's done so well. He hits a boundary, and then just make sure that he rotates strike. Meanwhile, it's the end of over number 10 with that leg by 68 for the loss of one after 10 SRK.
And finally, they've heard us. Looks like there is something out there. Some tiny speakers attached to the ears of the skipper. Whatever we say in the commentary box, it directly transfers out there. Immediately change in the strategy that comes through.
Absolutely, and Christian Paul brought in right away. Started off really well. Fumble there will allow them to go for that quick single. Directed. That wasn't required there. Good bit of fielding. Excellent throw from Ranjit Mani. He's a superb fielder. He's taken Suleiman out of the equation. Cut straight to Ranjit Mani misfield. He went for that quick throw towards the non-strikers and directed. Not even in the frame. Suleiman was livid with his partner there. 30 of 30 for him. Second wicket down. Courtesy a brilliant throw from Ranjit Mani. 69 for the loss of 2. SRK.
Played it on the onside. Another chance. Ranjit Mani again into the act. Slightly away from him. They brought in 4 changes in the bowling, but all it took was a run out from Ranjit Mani. He could not give that impact while bowling, but definitely threw that run out.
Oh, absolutely. That's a good throw there. Not a very good delivery from Christian Paul, but lucky they didn't go towards the boundary. They'll pick up a couple of runs. We saw still out there 33 of 24 for him. Ranjit Mani on that occasion just a little wayward. 2 more deliveries to go in the 11th over. Then 71 for the loss of 2. SRK, they're off to a good start. That platform have been set. Wow, that's not a good delivery, but an excellent shot from Nisar, earning himself another boundary. Just helped it on its way in the gap between the 2 fielders, and that's run away for another boundary.
Well, I didn't like this field setup here from Christian Paul. Look at the mid-wicket fielder. He's standing it way too straighter, Nikhil Srinivasan. He needs to be pushed there towards the square leg region, and the square leg fielder should actually fall back with the amount of turn that Christian Paul is getting. And by the nature of this wicket, you need to keep your square fielders down the wicket because there is turn on offer. Ball will turn and the ball will go down towards the backward square region rather than going front of square.
Certainly, that was a good delivery there. That gets the outside edge. Christian Paul looked very interested there. Meanwhile, dot ball to end the over. 75 for the loss of 2 SRK.
Nicely bowled. And equally well played there. Akhil Das continuing from the SCA end. Playing towards the bigger boundary for the right-hander. And especially with the ball coming into the right-hander, that's a very wise move coming in from the skipper of Colatta Chocolates to have the off spinner coming in from that end. Meanwhile, will be very interesting to see how Nisar goes about business. I'm sure he's going to continue with his shuffling bit in the crease, covering the line of the ball, trying to unsettle the bowler. Tries to play it. Wanted to go inside out, but just getting the inner part of the bat, going straight down the ground. Just a single coming through on that one. So Nisar, as we said, likes to keep himself busy. He's batting on 38 of 27, giving him company. This is Saqib Khan. He goes big towards the mid wicket. It's a bigger boundary, and Keshav Sharma, the new entrant to Colatta Chocolate side. Now he'll be a value-add asset to the team. He's a left-arm spinner, as well as a very, very handy left-handed batter.
But certainly, that can work in Colatta's favor. They're becoming a very strong side. And those additions that will work in their favor. Owners are trying to heave that now. He's wanting to get those boundaries. Looks like he's reaching there.
Well, certainly. And talking about Keshav, he will be that Harshit Kaushik aspect to Colatta Chocolates, with the way he plays, the way he bats. Pretty handy in the field as well. A complete all-round cricketer. I haven't seen much of him. Tries to heave that again towards the mid-wicket region. Will be a single. A ball to go here. The 12th. 80 for 2. Excellent batting here from SRK Diesel Trading. They look like a version 2.0 of the team that we saw in the previous edition. And they are coming out at the opposition pretty hard, pretty strong. Look at that, shuffling between the crease, knowing the fact that that was a risky delivery to Hoik. Just settling for a single. 12 gone, 81 for 2. I'm sure there is something out there. Meanwhile, up in the air, played it straight down the ground. Lakshman Srikumar, there was half a chance there. It was hit very hard by Nisar. Seeing the left-handed spinner, just taking charge on him immediately. Just one over for Krishan Paul. Was an expensive one, but I think it was purely a planning issue more than an execution issue.
See how he bowls. On there. Nothing short. Going on to the front front and just not able to get to the pitch of the ball.
I think you got to give full marks to SRK the way they have batted. Trying to give it a big swing. Look at that. There is a chance for a run out. Oh, the batsman was ball watching. He was not looking at his partner at all. And back-to-back run outs here. Both the set batters have been sent back to the pavilion in the form of 2 run outs.
Not very impressive there from Nisar Khan. There was no run there. Just kept running. His partner wasn't interested. And that he was looking at the ball. all that Colatta to do was just hand it back to the bowler who did a wonderful job. It was a very good delivery first up from Keshav. Getting that top edge. Meanwhile, good innings from Mohammad Nisar comes to an end. 41 of 30 deliveries, 5 boundaries in that innings, and another wicket down for SRK. 3 down, 82 on the board.
Brilliant delivery from Keshav. Just one run of the over. This has been the most economical over here so far in the last 8 odd overs that have been bowled. Good comeback over here from Keshav.
Very decent with the ball. I like his pace variations. And the lengths he bowls at, those are very deceiving lengths to any batter. Meanwhile, Mohammad Saeed, he's the new man who's come in to replace Mohammad Nisar. Was looking very good at the, but he was in both the occasions he was present when those 2 runouts happened for SRK. It just showed that there was some kind of miscommunication. Got a slip in place for Mohammad Saeed.
Immediate confusion there for Sagir. He doesn't like spinners up front. Likes to play fast bowlers a lot more if you ask about his preference. 13 gone, 83 for 3. Thirteen overs gone, 83 for 3. We are in the match number 16, where SRK is taking on Colatta Chocolates. And to all those who have joined us now, it was Colatta Chocolates who won the toss, elected to field first. And in a commanding situation out here. And joining me in the comm box will be Mr. Mazhar Khan. Welcome back, sir.
Gentleman who got out earlier. He played well.
Well, certainly was the key man. Was the key man Nisar, and he scored a half century for SRK Diesel Trading, the first one to score a half century for their side in the tournaments that they have participated. So that was a very positive sign till the time he was going, and he was keeping himself busy throughout his stay, losing a wicket. So they lost both their set batters at number 3 and the number 2 and number 3 batters in the form of run out. Let's speak. Certainly. Here comes money. Slower delivery. Will settle for a single there. Sagir gets off the mark. Usually not the position that Sagir usually plays in. Likes to bat with the new ball. That shine on. Ball coming onto the bat pretty nicely. Likes to play when the restrictions are on.
From the far end, it's flicked away on the onside. There's a fielder there. They take one. They think of the second. Good fielding. Throw back to the keeper. Restricts them to one. Ajit Bani into his second over now. This one. Wild swipe. Goes straight to the mid-on fielder for a single. Saqib Khan.
Right then, a surprise quicker delivery from Ranjit Mani. Now, those who say play Ranjit Mani as an off spinner, they say it right because he bowls 5 of them as those off cutters, and then one comes in, fires one in. You always have that in mind.
Slow delivery this time.
Again, the same mistake there from Saqib. He was ball watching. The same thing that happened with Nisar. He was ball watching at that time as well. Nonetheless, 14 overs gone, 88 for 3. SRK Diesel Trading.
Predicted score there. Right now it is 83 for 3. Keshav. This time it's hit high in the air. Fielder coming under it, and he drops it.
Oh, it's the captain, the skipper, puts it down. An opportunity for them to seal it off. Should have been an easy take there. Lakshman making it difficult. Taking it above the chest height, always difficult.
Single. With a lot of yes and no. They are missing their call, I suppose. Keshav again. This time a quicker one. On the onside. Straight to the fielder there in the fine leg region.
Keshav is brilliant with his variations there. And he's someone who doesn't vary the ball in terms of the direction that he spins the ball in, but rather plays around with the space.
Flighting the ball well. Not giving much to the batsman. So to his second over now, just given away 5 runs. Cut firmly, a short pitch delivery, and punished well by Savir to end the over. It's SRK 95 for the loss of 3 wickets at the conclusion of the 15 overs. SRK 95 for 3. Just 5 overs to go. We should now try to accelerate and put up a decent score. But things are under control as far as the Colatta chocolates are concerned. This one has been hit on the onside, straight to the fielder there at long on for a single. It's time for them to go after the bowling now. If they have to reach a respectable score. Mazhar is the bowler. It's beautifully struck again up right side outside the off stump and punished through the point region. Boundary.
They're taking the adversary's route here, especially Sagir. Now, anything in terms of pace that is offered to this batter, he will definitely go after the bowling. And Mazhar Hussain, who has been that expensive here tonight, gets hit for a boundary, and that brings up 100 for SRK Diesel Trading.
It's nicely bowled. Slow one. And Sagir seems to just go after the bowling now. 100 to 3 SRK. This time he comes down and just fizzed to the long mid-off region for a single.
Now it has to be Saqib who'll have to take the charge here for SRK Diesel Trading. If at all they fancy their chance of crossing that 150-160 mark from here on, which will be an uphill task for sure, but yes, they have wickets in hand. And he goes big. Is that big enough? Well, just dropping short of Akhil Das, and they'll come back for 2. Good running between the wickets there for 1.
Bowled a bit quick as well, a short deliveries as well. And for Saqib, nice, good pick up through the mid-wicket fence. Beautiful shot, short delivery, punished. That's the end of the over number 16. It's 107 for 3 SRK. Doesn't connect properly. Straight to the fielder for a single.
And that is where money has become very challenging in terms of getting hit for runs. He's not an easy customer to deal with. Offers that. Well, certainly keeps the batters guessing. Again, going with the chance. Should have been taken. Ranjit Mani is not happy. Krishan Paul, who's a very safe fielder, gives an opportunity to Saqib.
Should have been taken though. Firmly straight to the fielder. Good stop there.
It's been smoked towards the cover sweeper area. It's a big boundary. A lot of area to cover for the ball before it crosses the ropes. And you have to hit that with tremendous power, mind you.
Beautiful pickup. Saqib again. A misfield. Straight through the legs.
Early onto the shot there, Saqib, but just making sure that he played it in the right direction. Yes, there was fielder there. Should have been stopped if not taken. But some poor effort here in the field by Colatta Chocolates. They look like a different team altogether. Not that Colatta Chocolates that we knew.
They did fairly well in their first 10, 12 overs, Asim. They fielded well, they put pressure on the batsman, and they got a couple of runouts too as well.
Looks like the situation. I mean, as they say, it's all about nerves. It's about the pressure that speaks up, living up to the name, living up to the expectation. Yes, they were underdogs in few tournaments, and now you just can't categorize them in the same way as underdogs. They can turn out to be challenging to quite a lot of big teams. They have definitely given a run for their money for against future matches. The couple of games that we saw. So Colatta Chocolates definitely among the top contenders for this tournament as well. 17 overs gone, 115 for 3.
Keshav continues from the Sharjah Academy end. 42 overs with 9 runs so far. 15 for 3, just under the 3 overs to go.
Good delivery, but nicely played there. Nikhil Srinivasan putting in that effort, and they just runs a single there. No intent whatsoever to come back for 2. These are those moments in the game wherein you have to apply pressure onto the opposition by running the first one hard so that there is a chance of a fumble.
What I have noticed, Asif, is they have been very picky in the running between the wickets, right from first go, right from the first over. They have been lucky not to have got more than 2 run out.
Oh.
4 straight. Four straight to 1. Try to pick it hard, slow delivery. Is the line of the ball completely.
Trying to go really hard at that one. So the ball did not come through as quick as how he was anticipating. That would be the end of Sagir. 14 of 13 for him, 2 boundaries in that knock. And 4th wicket down here for SRK Diesel Trading at the mark of 117. Dilavar, the new batter. It'll be Keshav. Picked up 1 wicket here. Quicker delivery. That was very close to the stumps. And that's been given as a wide. At times, the rule can be so cruel. It's so cruel. Quicker one, fired it in, and Dilawar had no clue about that one. Keshav Sharma strikes, goes through the gate, and he picks up his second.
That's again a straight delivery, and Dilawar wanted to hit it in the mid-wicket region. And has to go back. Bishop picks another one. Okay, now 18 for the loss of 5 wickets. Keshav 2 for 12.
Abid Ali is the new batter. He'll be facing Keshav, who has picked up 2 for 12 so far into his third over. Again, right on the money. Very well bowled. They take one. That's it. Keshav bowling well. Good line and length.
Wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and bowls the final over as well. He's bowled brilliantly. He's into his third over. A heave down towards the square leg, and that will go all the way for a boundary. Brilliantly picked up by Saqib Khan.
Slightly over pitch. And Saqib knew where he had to face the ball. Lovely shot. No chance for the fielder there. Last time it was the third over. Keshav. Shot delivery. Ball short of the cover fielder. They take one, they get back to the second.
Poor effort there by Lakshman Sri Kumar, captain.
The end of 18, it was 125 for the loss of 5 wickets.
It took Lakshman Sri Kumar 7 bowlers to come out to a final 8 option who could actually bring them the success. Picked up 2 wickets there. Keshav Sharma bowled 3 overs, 8 dot balls in that spell, 19 runs conceded. It will be Ranjit Mani who will be bowling here. The penultimate over, chance for Lakshman, and he'll not drop that. Easy as it could get, and Ranjit Mani gets his first wicket of the night. Slower delivery once again, trying to fancy his chance, and Abid Ali departs.
Another wicket down for SRK. Abid Ali has faced couple of deliveries for 1 run. For Lakshman Kumar for the Ranjit Mani.
Just a single there for Abid. That makes way for the skipper, Mohammad Dawood. Will be very interesting to see how he goes about business. Usually he had opened the innings for SRK Trading when they started off their journey in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Definitely would want to see how he provides those finishing touches. He has MSD written on his back, and he's coming in towards the fag end of the innings. Let's see if he has that in him to provide that MSD firework.
Mani from the Bukhatar end. And he will be bowling to Dawood. That's the 10 the Northern for a single. On Sharjah Ramadan Cup. Take care of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. One of the chocolates against SRK. SRK 26 for 6 on 18.2 overs now. Coming from Ranjit. Shot delivery and picked up beautifully. Going. Or just he could have taken another catch drop, I would say.
Very casual approach there from Krishan Paul. That was heaved towards the mid wicket. Not the best of that connection there. Was back paddling, and usually a very safe fielder there, Krishan Paul. But not on that occasion. Went all the way for a maximum, and Ranjit Mani is not happy with that result. Yes, this is a time of the game wherein the opposition will throw kitchen sink at everything, especially if you're bowling at the set batter. There will be opportunities at the ropes. You can't be standing in. It's a loud appeal. Definitely drifting down the leg side. Not out, says the umpire. Leg by.
Yeah, our team 8 deliveries left. So, 4 wickets had they tried to get at least to 140 or 145 mark.
Well, if he takes a helicopter or two out here, MSD, he can expect that. He's heaved that towards the square leg region. We'll just get a single. We haven't seen many helicopters of MSD here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Let's see if we can provide that impetus towards in the last 7 deliveries. Saqib on strike here. Has been played on the offside. Chase there for Nikhil Srinivasan. And the batters will come back for 2. That'll be 136 for 6 after 19.
Keshav continues from the Sharjah Academy and he will be bowling the last over of his fourth. He's done well so far, Asim. Just given away 19 runs to claim 2 wickets.
Well, certainly. He has been very impressive and he's bowling at the bigger boundary for both the right-handers here. Tries to play that paddle. Have to wait for the signal of the umpire there. And that's off the bat, says the umpire. I think he got down a way too early there. Keshav pulling his length, pulling his pace back as well. Leaves that towards the long on. Just a single coming through.
He's very good delivery. It's like Keshav knows what he's doing. He's advising the batsman to go after him.
Comes down the track. Chance for the fielder. And that's taken by Ranjit Mani, making it very loud and clear that that's how you're going to be taking catches.
That's very well bowled. His delivery, he pulled it back. Knew that the batsman was coming after him. A lovely catch. Taken by Ranjit. Keshav picks up another one.
It's the end of Mohammad Dawood. It will be the new batter who will be on strike. Saqib, the set batter, will be off strike here. Have to wait and see what comes up next here. Looks like a quicker one coming through. Seen that quite often. Keshav has picked up 3. Chance to get a 5 for here. Can he do that?
Oh, yeah.
Through the gate. Number 4 here for Keshav. 2 in 2 in this over. And a chance to pick up a hat trick as well.
Your predictions could be right, Asim.
Well, a dream debut here coming in for Keshav Sharma. Picking up, trying to get through the stale of SRK Diesel Trading. Kept the set batter off strike. Pretty smart move. He's getting through the gates of the other ones. First Dawood, followed by Shahbaz.
He's got a good chance to pick up a 5er. One's left, finished quarter of 4 overs. SRK are now 28 for the loss of 4 wickets. Let's see if the skipper tries to have some changes on the field.
Keshav won a hat trick. Oh, almost sneaking through. A perfect delivery there. Just a tad unlucky. Bat coming through at the very last moment.
Very well bowled. This could be a faster one or a flighted delivery.
He's bowling to the set batter. It can be the flighted one. Oh, yes, it is. Bowled it slower through the air.
They check one, they get back for the second.
That would be the end of the innings. They finish at 141 for 8 in 20 overs. Keshav Sharma, pick of the bowlers there, picking up 4 wickets. But very impressive batting performance here as far as SRK trading. They have been trending over the period of time. Suleiman contributing 30 of 30, opening the innings. Saifi was looking a bit unsettled out there, was bowled by Manpreet, 4 of 10. Then Nisar came out at number 3, 41 of 30 deliveries. Saqib Khan, 40 of 28 deliveries. Sagir contributing 14 of 13. And then single digit departures for Dilawar, Abid, Muhammad Dawood, and Khan. Shahbaz remain unbeaten there for that penultimate ball. 7 extras coming through. And talking about the bowling of Colatta Chocolates, I feel it was something that belonged to Keshav Sharma. He was the 8th bowler introduced. 4 overs, 10 dot balls, 24 runs, and 4 wickets. And apart from that, I believe Ranjit Mani was tad unlucky there. A couple of chances going begging over his bowling. Being dropped a couple of times there in the deep by Christian Paul. Other than that, pretty decent bowling performance out here, except for Mazhar Hussain, who went for 10.5 and over in the 2 overs that he bowled. But apart from that, all the other bowlers were pretty economical. 7 extras coming through that helped them get 141. But how did they get that with the bat? Let's have a look. It was Lakshman Srikumar who started off, and so did the openers, and that's how Saifi was dismissed. But once Nisar came out and that partnership developed between the two, they made sure that they took Colatta Chocolates by surprise, and that was that breakthrough, that run out from Ranjit Mani, direct hit, and getting that wicket. Getting to those timely boundaries. Nisar very impressive with his approach, but not for too long before he was run out by. It was easy as it could get. In came Sagir Afridi to give company to Saqib, but not for too long before Keshav went through the gates. Sagir departing. First ball duck there as well. And Saqib kept on getting runs for his team. But the other end just kept on losing wickets. Dawood departed. So did the new man on the very first ball of Keshav Sharma. Through the gate. Had no clue about that one. And managed to get 141 runs in their allotted 20 overs. A very good improvement coming in from SRK from what they were trending in the previous tournaments. And they finish off and set a target of 142 runs for Colatta Chocolates. They'll be needing it at 7.1 and over. We'll dive into a quick short break, and once we are back, we'll go through the live action.
Colatta Chocolates will be chasing 142 of 20 overs. And required run rate is just 7.1. SRK finally finished at 141 of their 20 overs. Lost 8 wickets in the bargain. Welcome back, Rashid.
Thank you, sir. 142 is what they require in 20 overs. Now should be an interesting chase. Colatta Chocolates, they've got that record of the highest runs scored in this tournament by a team, and the two openers making their way to the middle. Ranjit Mani and Janaka Chaturanga, two very hard hitting, destructive batters for Colatta.
Would be interesting to see how the bowlers come up for SRK.
Yeah, now they've got 142 runs to defend. They've got something on the board for the bowlers to pose a challenge against a very strong Colatta Chocolates. If they bowl in the right areas, I feel that opening spell, that first 6 overs, if they can pick up a couple of wickets, that can put Colatta Chocolates under pressure.
Janaka Chaturanga, a good cricketer, a hard-hitting batsman. And from the Bukhatir end, it's going to be Mohammad Shehbaz, right arm medium fast. Just two fielders outside the circle, one at the square leg, one at third man.
Mohammad Shahbaz will be up against a very strong Janaka Chaturanga. He's already represented Bahrain national side and was also a part of this qualifiers Asia Cup, and then last minute pulled out from that team. Tells you the talent of the man.
First delivery, good line, and Janaka didn't know, but kept a bit low.
That was a good delivery. Janaka trying to go across the line. This is the kind of wicket when you need to place through the line initially, get your eye in, doesn't bounce as per your expectations.
Plays it defensively.
Good start here for SRK. On the money, Mohammad Shahbaz. Not giving anything away to Janaka Chaturanga, who likes to go after the bowlers from ball number 1.
He's waiting for a bit of a loose delivery. That's very well bowled. A shade movement after pitching.
Janaka on that occasion, not moving his feet as much as he should be, not getting to the pitch of the ball, which is the reason why he was beaten there, all ends up. I would want to see a slip in place as well for SRK.
Yeah, they can easily bring in one as a close-in fielder. That's a lovely shot, driven firmly straight back past the bowler. Shade over pitched, and Janaka just had to meet it with the full face of his bat. Driven firmly. Colatta Chocolates start off with a boundary. That's a lovely shot.
A beautiful shot, straight as an arrow. You pitch it up to this man and he'll take you for runs. Very well timed. Not from the middle of the bat, but still a lot of power behind it. And now straight away going across the line.
He loves going across the line and playing into the mid-wicket region. Only the reason could be that, the fielders are all inside the circle, except for one deep square leg.
I don't think he needs to do that. He can play through the line. There are some gaps in the offside as well. And him being a very powerful man, he fiercely hits the ball.
What a catch! Beautiful catch. Janaka departs, goes back, rocks back, and hits it into hard into the mid wicket region. But a brilliant catch there. Lovely catch. One handed.
Superb catch there by Khan.
Saqib Khan or Sajid Khan? Saqib Khan. Lovely catch. So first wicket down for Colatta Chocolates. Good start by SRK. As you were talking, Rashid, there was no need for him to play those shots, just pulling it from outside the off stump, straight into the fielders. A good catch. The ball was moving away from him. The first over ball. It's Colatta Chocolates are 4 for the loss of 1 wicket. Abid is the bowler. Left arm. Nicely bowled. Flighted delivery. Ranjit Mani is too experienced to be at, just plays it back to the bowler. This one plays it on the offside. Straight to the fielder, no run.
It's been introduced by SRK. Wanted to use that wicket. They've seen that the ball is not coming onto the bat very easily, which is probably the reason why they brought in Abid. And he's bowling a very good line here, keeping Ranjit Mani under check.
Seems to be a good bowler. Knows what he's doing. Just moving away. The long on boundary fielder, more wider. Straight to the same fielder. Shabik is the new batsman. He'll be taking guard from umpire. Shabik is 30. Hammers it, picks it up well over the cordon of fielders for a boundary. Shabik. Just a slightly overfished delivery. Comes down, makes enough space for him. This one played a little uppishly, falls behind the fielder. They take one, they get back for the second. Abid completes his over, giving him his 7 runs, as the Colatta Chocolates are 11 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 2 overs. Colatta Chocolates are 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. As Mohammad Shahbaz, he'll be bowling to Ranjit Mani. And that's very well bowled. He tried to york him. He tried, and that delivery had to try to dug it out, but straight to the fielder at mid-on. So Ranjit Mani departs. Good delivery. Ranjit didn't expect a yorker coming through. And so he departs for 1 after facing 5 deliveries. The Shahbaz picks up a wicket. That's the Sachin Tendulkar stand, which was unveiled yesterday by Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir on his 50th birthday. The West Stand is now being called the Sachin Tendulkar stand. And 25 years ago, after his sparkling sandstorm, desert storm innings, Sachin has been given that honor to have a stand here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And it was a wonderful evening yesterday to have so many guests, press covering that important occasion. New man in is now Lakshman Srikumar. 2 wickets down. Rashid seems to be in trouble. Colatta Chocolates.
But certainly they've got a foot in the door now. They just need to barge it open to early wickets. That will be a setback for Colatta Chocolates, but they've got a long batting lineup. A very strong one as well. They can't be complacent here, SRK.
Lakshman very solidly behind the ball. Defensively into the covers region.
And now these two need to be very cautious here. They'll have to mix caution with aggression. They can't let another wicket fall here. They'll have to stitch a partnership.
It's good running between the wickets.
SRK looks like a very good fielding unit as well. That catch that was taken early on, a very good catch, plucked it through the air. And now a good effort as well.
That was the catch of the match, I would say. Beautifully picked up. Very well bowled by Shahbaz. Good line. Forcing Shabik to play a defensive shot. Didn't middle it properly. Takes the outer edge and goes into the cover region.
Well, they're testing the batters here. That good over coming in from Abid as well from the other end. And now Shahbaz making the most of these new ball, picking up 2 wickets.
Mind you, Shahbaz is bowling good line and length. Not giving away much. This one beautifully off the back foot. Lovely shot by Shabik. And that's a boundary through the covers. Elegantly placed. No chance for the fielders to stop that.
A superb shot there from Shabik off the back foot. The kind of power he generated. The timing was excellent. Bisecting that gap between the fielders, excellent. Now look at the timing. The lightning quick outfield here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, taking the ball towards the boundary. That'll ease the pressure on Colatta Chocolates. Smart. Very sensible there from Shabik. Hitting a boundary, just gliding it towards deep third, and they pick up a single to end the over. 3 done, 17 for the loss of 2. Colatta Chocolates.
Abid continues from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end to Shabik, left arm. Tossed up. Shabik wanted to go in for a big drive, checks his shot, plays it into the cover, the mid-off region, no run. Tucked away on the onside for a quick single. Nice run.
They're appealing for the run out, but I think Lakshmi Sri Kumar made it quite easily at the end. Not referred to the match referee. And Shabik looks like a player who favors the spinners. With that beautiful boundary of his first delivery he faced. And after that, he's been very sensible, I think, Shabik.
In the tossed up delivery. He's keeping good line and length, Abid. The Lakshman cautiously, after the loss of 2 early wickets, want to dig in there and recover from the early losses. Strikes hard, but straight to the fielder. Good fielding by SRK, not giving in much. And both Abid and Shahbaz has been bowling well for them. They've already picked up 2 wickets. Slight advice to the bowler, slight change of field. Bidon has been pulled up and a long off has been sent back. And a wider mid-wicket, the car corner fielder is on the fence. Keeper marshalling his field. Excellent delivery by Abid.
This is a test of temperament for Lakshman Sri Kumar and Colatta Chocolates. He's inviting the batters to go after him, flighting the delivery. They're just holding back because of those 2 wickets they've lost in just the 3.5 overs.
Shot delivery spoilt his over. A back foot punch by Lakshman to get his first boundary. End of the over number 4. It's 22 for 2, Colatta Chocolates. Bowling change from the Bukhater end. Saqib Khan is the bowler who took a brilliant catch earlier. And he will be bowling to Shabik.
Very interesting field set for the medium pacer. He's got a long off and a cover sweeper. The 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle allowed in the first 6 overs. He'll be bowling to Shabik Iftari. Comes down and that's been played uppishly. Chance. No, that's gone over the head of the short third fielder and that'll run away towards the boundary.
Lucky for Shabik. Fell in no man's land. Boundary takes Colatta Chocolates 26 versus the rush of blood. Didn't connect it properly. Flies over the third man.
Wasn't in control at all of that shot, but they'll take it nonetheless. They need those runs. They need those boundaries. They're falling behind here, Colatta Chocolates.
Nicely picked up on the onside. They take one. They get back for the second. Slightly overfished.
I think this is the right approach from Colatta Chocolate and especially Shabik Iftari. One of them has to take the lead. He has to play the aggressor's role. Otherwise, they'll just fall behind. Now changing the field. Cover sweeper brought back into the 30-yard circle. Long one dropped back.
That's a lovely shot. A bit short. He made sure that, it went through the point and the cover region, cover fielders. That's a brilliant shot.
Superb shot coming in from Shabik Iftari. Toying with the field there. As soon as that fielder was brought in, width was offered, and all he had to do was bisect those two fielders. Did that superbly well. Timing was excellent. The ball ran away towards the boundary. This has been a good over for Colatta Chocolates. They needed this kind of an impetus. And Shabik Iftari is providing that. 22 of just 10 deliveries.
Again, a short delivery. Lucky for Saqib that he didn't connect it properly. Should have been punished as well. There's no super cover fielder there.
Certainly would have been a wide if he had left that.
92 balls left, 110 required. It's beaten outside the off stump.
Good slow delivery from Saqib Khan. Just that seam movement going, taking it away from the right-hander. Loud appeal, but there was nowhere near the edge of the bat.
Just for a single on the onside. Five overs bowled. It's 33 for the loss of 2 wickets. Abid continuing from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and he will be bowling to Shabik, who's batting on 23 of 13 deliveries, while Lakshman Srikumar taking his time. This one been swept nicely. No fielder there, and just the over-pitch delivery, beautifully connected by Shabik rather.
Yeah, that was a very good shot through the vacant region, and now Shabik is just making sure that he gets those boundaries in. They require those, especially in this last over of the power play. They'll want to get to a good total here. They've lost 2 wickets. If they can get anywhere near 45 to 48 runs, it will be a balanced power play for both the teams.
This one hit hard over the bowler's head. No chance for the fielder there on the at the long on fence, a long off fence rather, and another boundary for Chabik. This time full toss, and he made sure that safely played.
Oh, he's not trying to overhit those balls. That's why he's getting that good connection and good placement as well. Just placing it in the gap, getting back-to-back boundaries, reducing that deficit. 101 runs required in 88 deliveries. This is the last over of the power play, which is why Shabik is just making the most of it.
Stuck, but straight to the fielder.
Good delivery. Pulling it away from the right-hander. Out of his reach. Good connection from Shabik.
Very well bowled again by Abid. Just for a single.
Now exactly 100 more runs required. 86 deliveries. They picked up 2 wickets now, SRK. If they can just pick up another wicket here, that can put pressure on Colatta Chocolates. This partnership is looking good. 31 already.
Lakshman is firmly entrenched. He's making sure that no wicket falls now. He knows that they are on target now. And just another delivery for Abid to bowl to complete his third over. A lot of chocolates are 42 for 2. That's driven through the covers. Beautiful shot by Lakshman. Waited for it and drove it firmly between the cover and extra cover for a 4. To end the over, Colatta Chocolates are 46 for 2. Shakib on 32 and Lakshman on 9. Colatta Chocolates 46 for the loss of 2. With Shabik on 32, playing well. And Lakshman going at his own pace, just on 9 of 8 deliveries. This one has been tucked away into the square leg region. Very well fielded there. Restricts it to 1 run.
And sensibly declined by the senior statesman, Lakshman Srikumar. That could have been easily a run out chance if they had gone for that second run. A very unusual field set in place. They've got 5 fielders inside the circle. They were allowed to have one more fielder to go out, but they're still persisting with those 5 fielders.
Trying to keep the pressure on. And again, a single in the mid-wicket region.
Certainly, and with this kind of field set, Saqib Khan will have to be very accurate. He can't bowl anything too straight because they don't have a deep fine or a deep square leg. Anything on the pads, and that'll be an easy boundary.
Slight change of field now. A mid-wicket coming up from the offside.
Wayward delivery outside the off stump. That'll be called as a wide. And they're very wary of how Shabik is playing.
A dot ball. They seem to be not in a hurry now that they have got around 50 runs. Just about 90 to go. 93 runs of 81 delivery. Got enough balls to play. And, Lakshman can open up any time. This one is driven through the covers. There's a sweeper cover there. They take one. They get back for the second. Shabik moves on to 35 now.
Well, that's what these two are doing so well. They're placing it in the gaps, converting those singles into doubles, and that's the kind of temperament you need. With Lakshman Srikumar out there in the middle, he's very sensible, very smart. He's very experienced as well. He's been through these kind of situations.
Again, a single by Shabik. Run rate is, current run rate is 6.5. Beautiful shot by Lakshman. Waited for it outside the off stump. Cut brilliantly past the fielder there. In the backward point region for a boundary. So moves on to 56 now for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 7 overs. Colatta Chocolates 56 for the 2 for loss of 2 wickets. 7 overs gone. And Khan Mohammed will be bowling from the Sharjah Cricket Academy and a right arm off spinner. He will be bowling to Shabik, who's batting on 36 of 21 deliveries. This defensively played first ball.
New bowler in play, and he's very watchful there, Shabik. He's been very sensible. I just feel that it's Lakshman Srikumar who's putting in that sense in his mind.
This one has been picked up. Fielder coming under it and just falls short of him, I suppose.
Trying to go for that big shot, Shabik, on that occasion. Didn't get it from the middle of the bat. Not a very good effort from the fielder there.
Should have taken a couple of runs, but they managed only one.
Now straight away, Lakshman Srikumar is in Shabik's ear.
I like their field placement, they have been changing the players around and forcing the Colatta Chocolate batsmen to make mistakes. But Lakshman being there, I suppose, playing a very sedate knock. That was high up in the air, just fell short of the fielder there. The appeal caught behind. Down the leg side, a wide.
Very ambitious appeal there from the wicketkeeper. Wasn't anywhere near the bat.
Trying to put pressure on the umpire, I suppose. Offensively played by Lakshman. Not taking any chances here.
Khan Mohammed is a very decent bowler. We saw him in the last game as well, picked up a couple of wickets. His trajectory is very nice. Being an off spinner, he loops the ball, entices the batter to go for the big shots. Towards mid wicket, they're coming back for the second. This is excellent running between the wickets.
That's good running. Gently placed it on the onside. They ran for two. Tall person, Mohammad Khan.
And it's been very impressive. The kind of field sets he's got, like you mentioned, and the kind of angles he's bowling with. Another good delivery.
Lakshman is not giving any opportunity.
Oh yeah, he's very experienced, Lakshman Srikumar. He'll take his time, and then when he opens up, he'll easily chase down this total.
It's got behind, tried to cut it, close to the body. So Lakshman departs. That's a big wicket for SRK. Mohammad Khan does the trick.
Certainly very, very big wicket. Lakshman Srikumar from the blade and straight to the wicket keeper. Big fish.
Well, a good take, I would say, by the keeper. So another wicket falls for Colatta Chocolates. Lakshman Srikumar goes for 16 of 14 deliveries. And 60 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. Mohammad Nisar is the new batsman. New bowler. Right arm leg spin.
Very interesting there. The Mohammad Nisar, he's a left-handed batter. He's coming out to bowl. He's bowling those leg breaks, which is a difficult art.
Well, these players are gifted. Batting left hand, bowling right arm. That's a good delivery to start off with.
Now there'll be a lot of pressure on Shafiq Iftari. He's seen three batters fall in front of him. Most recent, Lakshman Srikumar.
Well, there was no need for Lakshman to go that defensive. Very well bowled by Nisar. Excellent delivery right on the target. Bowling his leggies, which are normally coming in straighter ones. And it's driven firmly through the covers. They take one. Nice fielding. Just they're restricted to single.
And you were talking about very talented boys here. Another person, a boy, young lad from Sharjah Cricket Academy, I can remember. Harsh Desai, the ambidextrous bowler. Also both the arms. He's very talented and a rare sight.
Well, I heard about him. Does he bowl good line and length?
Absolutely, both
Really?
the arms.
Excellent.
He's also part of the under 19 team.
Akil open the count with a single. Colatta Chocolates needs another 80 runs from 68 deliveries. We just need a few partnerships to reach that target. Played it intelligently, safely. Paddle sweep for a couple of runs. Shakib moved on to 40 now of 27.
He looks like a very busy cricketer, Shabik Iftari, and he's done really well, especially the gaps he picks up. Immaculate with his shot selection. Well, there has been a no ball as well, so it'll be a free hit coming up for Shabik Iftari. That's early Christmas for him.
Close call, I would say. Slight field change. It's a free hit now. And Hisar so far has given away just 4 runs in his 5 deliveries. Just for a single.
Was hit very fiercely through the covers, but he had protection. Good fielding effort, just restricting them to a single.
New batter Akhil just opened his account. He'll be facing Nisar. So far, he's done well, Nisar. There's a gently to the fielder. End of the over. It's 9 gone, 66 for 3. $66 for 3. Colatta Chocolates. 9 overs gone. 76 required from 66 deliveries.
But it's not going to be easy for Colatta Chocolates. Both these bowlers, they're giving him a hard time, not giving anything away.
Khan Mohammed continues from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and he will be bowling to Shabik. This one driven all along the carpet. He thought of hitting it hard up in the air, but he checked his shot and plays it sensibly all along the carpet for a single. As Mohammad Khan gets ready again.
Well, that's a brilliant delivery. Superb delivery.
Well, he's bowling good line and length, and that's how he got Lakshman Srikumaran caught behind. Lakshman tried to cut it. This gentleman was beaten in the air. Good delivery.
Superb there, forcing the batter to come onto the front foot. Bringing that long lunge in. Lavishly played just away from the bowler. Would have been a superb catch there. Not the case. They pick up a single.
Good battle down there, Rashid. Good to see, these SRK boys are coming back strongly and trying to corner the well orchestrated Colatta Chocolates.
Yeah, we thought Colatta Chocolates would just be a walk in the park for them, but they're definitely giving them the run for their money.
Surely.
They're definitely making a statement here.
Played up in the air over the fine leg head. They take one, they get back, and that's the boundary. Again, Shabik knowing where he wanted to place the delivery, I suppose.
A welcome boundary there for Colatta Chocolates. They were desperately needing a boundary. Wasn't in control there, Shabik, but still had enough bat on it to take it over fine leg's head.
Batted well so far. 46 now. This time he goes back and cuts beautifully. There's a sweeper cover there. They take one, they get back for the second. And another couple of runs for Shabik. And that takes him to the 50. A good knock. 48 rather.
Yeah, just two more short.
Bowled him. That's again Khan Mohammed flighting the delivery, and Shabik wanted to play it on the onside, missed the line of the ball completely. Probably taken as the edge of the bat. The Shabik departs. That's right, takes the inner edge and hits the stumps. So another wicket falls for Colatta Chocolates. They are now 74 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Shabik Iftari gone after a brilliant 48 of 32 deliveries, 7 boundaries in that innings, strike rate of 150. A big wicket in the context of the game. Colatta Chocolates at the halfway stage, 74 for the loss of 4.
'74 for 4, Colatta Chocolates. From flighted delivery by Suleiman. Single. A good knock by Shabik. Unfortunately, he had to go for 48 runs. Very well played 48. Let's try to pull it on the onside, took the inner edge and into the stump. 67 required of 59 now.
Certainly was a very good knock from Shabik Iftari. He made sure he kept Colatta Chocolates in the hunt for this run chase. Now the new man, Nikhil Srinivasan.
Full toss, a loose delivery. Unfortunately. Straight to the fielder. No run.
Well, the mindset of Colatta Chocolates has been very defensive since they start, I think.
But the SRK team, they have fielded well. They have placed their fielders at the right spots. This one, they take one. They
Sulaiman said, not giving any pace whatsoever on his deliveries, which is why that didn't go too far from the fielder. And Akhil Das and Nikhil Srinivasan, they'll have to be very careful with their running between the wickets.
excellent bowling and nice field placement, I would say again.
Yeah, this has been a good chase. Sulaiman coming in, just giving away 2 runs in his 4 deliveries. Low full toss. Drill down the ground towards long off. It will only be a single. Now it's 65 runs required of 55 deliveries. One more delivery to go in this over. I feel one of these two batters need to just be a little more aggressive, push the deliveries, try to go for those doubles and triples.
Straight to the fielder again. I think they are overcautious. End of the over number 11. It's 77 for 4. Ah. 77 for 4 now. Ball of wickets. It was a kill on 4. And Nikhil on 1. This time taps it on the onside for a single.
Yeah, very interesting battle here. The off spinner against the left-handed Nikhil Srinivasan.
Khan has bowled well so far. He's picked up 2 for 13. Seemed to be a confident bowler.
Change of angles for him will be coming around the wicket between the umpire. A very traditional kind of an approach from an off-spin bowler.
We used to see Indian bowlers Venkat Raghavan and Prasanna bring that. Straight to the fielder. There's a yes and no between the batters. Could have been a run out.
That's one aspect they'll have to be very careful with Nikhil out there. He's got that tendency of saying a yes and then not moving.
Driven past the bowler for a single.
Sarkia definitely putting in an effort here. They're not making things easy for Colatta Chocolates.
Mohammad Khan is full of confidence. Again, a dot ball. Good line and length. Thus, trying to be a little cautious. Again, plays it in the cover region for a single. Mohammad Khan is about to complete his third over. Last delivery coming up from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. 49 balls left with 62 to get. Straight to the fielder, a dot ball again. End of over number 12 is 80 for 4. Nisar is back from the pavilion end. And he will be bowling to Akhil. And he's bowled him. Another wicket down. That was a wide sweep towards the mid wicket. Missed the line of the ball completely. And another wicket down for Colatta Chocolates. Are now 5 down for 80. Akhil Das departs for 6. Nisar picks up a wicket.
Another batter going across the line and losing his wicket. This has been the case with Colatta Chocolates. Half side back in the hut. 80 for the loss of 5.
New batter in is Mazhar Hussain. And he will be facing Nisar, who's just picked up a wicket of Akhil Das.
Good bowling from Nisar. There's a spot of bother here, Colatta Chocolates. Oh, that's a good delivery. Very close. And that's the finger is raised. Beautiful delivery first up to Mazhar Hussain.
Goes back and wraps him on the pad, and the umpire, after thinking a little bit, then he gives him out. So another wicket down for Colatta Chocolates, 6 down.
That was right in front of the stumps. Mazhar Hussain. First ball duck for him. Brilliant bowling from Nisar and SRK Diesel. They're making a strong statement here. 6 wickets down. Trouble continues for Colatta Chocolates.
Mind you, Nisar is on a hat trick now.
Now it's going to be 2 left-handers out there in the middle. Keshav making his way to replace Mazhar Hussain.
Can Keshav perform as he did as a bowler? Colatta Chocolates down. In a bit of a trouble. 6 down for 80. A hat trick ball coming up for Nisar. And Keshav will be facing him.
This is a good move. He's got to slip in, putting pressure on the new man. Rightly so, he's on a hat trick now. We haven't seen a hat trick in this 34 charge Ramadan League 2023 powered by Fan Code. Could be the first.
Could be. Just dabs it on the offside. A lot of pressure being applied by the fielders from SRK.
Could have been a team hat trick. Nikhil Srinivasan was halfway down the pitch.
Well, kept a little low, but was right on the spot, in line with the stumps. Single, Keshav opened his account. 61 required from 44 balls now.
It'll be a test of the character for these 2 batters. There'll be a lot of pressure on them. 61 or 44. Not a very daunting task, but they need to get a partnership in.
They need to have some big shots. Plays it into the onside. Take 1. Nisar has picked up 2 for 8 now in his second over. Another delivery left to complete his 2 overs.
This has been a very good spell from Mohammad Nisar and all the bowlers for that matter of SRK.
Another close call. Just beaten outside the off stump to end the overs. 13 overs gone, 82 for the loss of 6 wickets. Eighty-two for 6. Nikhil will be facing Khan Mohammed. He's bowled well so far. A lot of chocolate. Little bit in a bother. Run is played straight to the fielder. No run. Still 60 required in 41 balls. SRK has done well so far. Beautifully bowled by Khan Mohammed. Flighting the ball as well, making sure that, it's right on the target. Short delivery. Straight to the fielder again. Just some slight misfield. Picked up in the mid-on region. It'll be interesting to see how they get their target now. So the 59 required of 39. All the bowlers have done well for SRK so far. In his 4th over now. Plays it on the onside for a single. Nikhil on 4. He faces Khan Mohammed. But there was a fumble. No run though. Last delivery coming up for Khan Mohammed of his quota of 4 overs. So far given away just 17 runs. Picked up 2 wickets. He has to re-bowl again. Just lost the ball on his follow-through. Maybe getting the ball a bit wet due to the dew. Oh, that's close. Shot by the bowler. Empire says nothing doing. Maybe it was going down the leg side. Chance of a run out. So at the end of 14, Colatta Chocolates are struggling at 84 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Nisar continues and he's bowled him through the gate. Nikhil Srinivasan into minds. And what a bowling spell this is from Mohammad Nisar. Picking up his third wicket at the right time. And trouble continues for Colatta Chocolates. Seventh wicket down. That was a superb delivery. Nothing short there from Nikhil. That was through him onto the stumps. 4 of 13. A very sedate innings. Laborious innings. The struggle comes to an end for Nikhil. Seventh wicket down. 85 on the board for Colatta. Mission point, right-handed batter comes out to the middle with his team under a lot of pressure. And joining me in the comment box, it's going to be Asim Sheikh to take you through to the next passage of play. Welcome back, Asim.
Thank you, Rashid. Colatta. Well, the chocolate seems to be melting here. 85 for 7. You just can't. I mean, this game is so funny. We can't really take any opposition lightly. Sure example this game has turned out to be. And a sweep that Christian Paul loves to play that shot. I would have fancied Christian Paul coming up the order today with the wicket not playing in the right fashion as expected by these Colatta boys. But what a spell this has been by Nisar. And what a value add addition he has been to this side, SRK diesel trading. He was out, run out. So has been chucked for a single. It's not able to find the fences here. Has to be that man, Keshav Sharma, who was magical with the ball, who can turn it around. 56 required of 30 balls with a required run rate of 11.2. Not that it is not doable. As long as Keshav is still out there, anything is possible. Demand continues, and he has been swept pretty nicely towards the square leg region. Shehbaz keeps it down to a single there. Keshav. Both these batters are new out there. Relatively been not spent enough time. They don't have enough time as well. 55 to get a 29. Mathematically, pretty much doable, pretty much a T20 equation out here. It's just that the wicket is not that easy to bat on. Trying to heave that on the onside. Keshav trying to fancy his chance towards that shorter boundary. He being a left-handed will always have that sort of an advantage that he would bring into the game.
So certainly, they were very cautious at the start of the innings, the Colatta Chocolates, and that's probably what's done them. Have to bowl that one again, was down the leg side. 53 of 28 deliveries. Now this is, I think the blame has to go to Colatta Chocolates and nobody else. All the batters getting out at the wrong time. Other than Ifthari, everybody just seemed to be in a different zone.
Well, he looked very confident with his approach. After his departure, Colatta did not seem to find a way back in the game. They're still onto the back foot. Just scoring 300 game. And the ideal way to come out and perform. Straight down the ground with a lot of power. Misfield. Christian Paul wants to come back for two, but he was too late to turn. That misfield will not result in any more runs there. 51 of 26. Two more balls to go in this over. We somehow need to find a boundary. Beat and all ends up there. Dot ball. Required run rate inching up. 12 and over at the moment. 51 of 25. Has been swept nicely. Looking for two. But he's too late there, Christian Paul. 16 overs gone. Colatta Chocolates there, 92 for 7. Exactly 50 runs required of 24 balls. And we have a game on here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. What an iconic moment. What a historic day here we had last night. Sharjah Cricket Stadium unveiling the Sachin Tendulkar stand, giving a gesture on the anniversary of that Desert Storm innings. And it was 2 days before, but it was the 50th birthday of Sachin Tendulkar. They waited for that day to make sure that the announcement came out. 50th birthday of Sachin Tendulkar, 25th anniversary of that innings.
What a legend, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. He's given so much to the game. We've been just so lucky to have been part of all those innings played here at Sharjah. I can still remember that Desert Storm innings. I was here. What a knock that was. Back-to-back hundreds for the little master. Meanwhile, this is a good bowling spell from Nisar. He's coming in to bowl his fourth over. Just given away 11 runs. He's picked up 3 crucial wickets. And now things looking very bleak for Colatta Chocolates.
Well, too many dot balls here. Christian will have to just find that single, get Keshav back on strike. He's trying to sweep every other ball. Plays it towards the long off. Just a single coming through on that one. Required of 21 balls. Could not keep it for too late there. This is the last over of Nisar's spell. He has been brilliant. 3 for 12 in his 3.3 overs. Definitely standing out as the contender for the man of the match. Meanwhile, we spoke about Sachin Tendulkar and he greets and wishes a very happy birthday, belated happy birthday from Keshav Sharma straight into the Sachin Tendulkar stand.
That was a brilliant shot. Not a very good delivery. Then ease that pressure that was being built up. And he's heaved that into the newly named Sachin Tendulkar stand. previously known as the West Stand. What a hit that was, Keshav Sharma. Now this is his chance to become the hero for Colatta Chocolates. They've reached 100 runs, exactly 42 required over the last 20 deliveries.
Keshav Sharma manages to pull this off from here for his team. Not sure about a stand being named after him, but they can have a series of chocolate being named after Keshav. Maybe a Keshav Sharma flavor. That brings this over to an end. 40 more required of 3 overs, pretty much gettable at a required run rate of 13.3. Let's wait and watch if they are able to get that. Shabazz has been brought back into the attack. He has picked up 2 for 10. And he gets the third one. A nothing shot from Krishan Paul. And they lose the number 8 here, Colatta. All he was required to do was get Keshav back on strike. Playing a nothing shot.
Trying to be the hero there wasn't required, like you rightly mentioned. They've got an able batter in Keshav Sharma at the other end. Just give him strike. Krishan Paul going after scoring 5 runs of 13 deliveries. Trouble for Colatta Chocolates. 8th wicket down, 102 on the board.
Played it straight down the ground. Gets a single. Manpreet. Now, Manpreet can bat as well. We've seen him open the innings for Colatta Chocolates in the Bukhatar League. And he was pretty handy with the bat.
We don't need any heroics here, Rasim. We just need somebody to just feed strike to Keshav. Looks the more settled the batter. 12 of 9 for him. He's hit a massive 6 and he's got that ability to hit 6s. That's what you require. You require a few boundaries here just to counter attack against this very strong SRK bowling unit.
Certainly, they were believing in themselves that they have a very good bowling side. We just have to see how good they are making sure that they stop runs. Meanwhile, that has been hit for a boundary. Not in the ideal way, but that will help. These runs are going to definitely help here. And it has to be this man, Keshav Sharma, who needs to bat right through the end. He can bat, he can get runs for you. It's just that you need to feed him strike, as Rashid said. 100 up. In fact, 107 now for 8. 14 is the current required run rate. 35 of 15, pretty much doable. It's just about two big hits. Game gets back into the favor of Colatta Chocolates.
Oh, you need sensible batting here, and we've seen Keshav Sharma going with a lot of intent, and earlier on Iftari as well, which helped them. Good delivery, brilliant deliveries, and Ranjan out. That wasn't required, backing up too much, Manpreet Singh. Ninth wicket down, and now this is looking very difficult for Colatta Chocolates.
Not sure where was he running. Looked like he was a day early on anticipating that that would go over the bowler's head. But bullseye from Shehbaz, and they're just one wicket away from an upset here, providing an upset to Colatta Chocolates. Looks like he spoke too early. Meanwhile, the last batter, who still can bat, who can hit those big sixes, Gopa Kumar. Look at the depth in the batting. Number 11 comes out, and that's Gopa Kumar.
Well, they shouldn't have been in this situation in the first place, Colatta Chocolates. They were overcautious, I think, in their approach, and very complacent as well.
Well, overcautious happened at a later stage. What led them to become overcautious is being overconfident.
They certainly started off in the first inning itself. The number of bowlers used and the number of runs given away, I think 140 on this wicket, was a little above par. But the kind of approach they came out to bat with, I think that's what made that 140 look like 170.
While the game is still on, Keshav has driven that extremely well. And that's gone for a boundary as well. That is what Keshav can offer you. Let's have a close look at that one. Drives it towards covers. It stopped it, but that trickled all the way. The boundary for Keshav Sharma. He moves on to 20 of 12. And if they manage to get a 6 here, mind you, we have a match on.
It's Nelson on the board.
Yes, oh yes. Spoke too early, it seems. As they get a single of the last ball. 2 overs, 30 to get. And there's 10 runs coming off that one and a couple of wickets as well. 112 for 9. Here comes Abid. He owes 25 for him. Bowls it full, bowls it quick, bowls it right in the block hole. That's the length you need to be striking here. Bullseye.
Interesting choice here to bowl the spinner in the penultimate over, and Abid Ali is doing a wonderful job. He's got that ability to dip the ball into the batter.
Nicely picked up there. One-handed effort, but they'll come back for 2. It has to be this man who needs to strike now. In fact, both of them can strike big. They can hit those sixes. But these are those lengths which are difficult to get away. One-handed effort, just managing to keep that in.
With 9 wickets down, they'll have to be cautious as well. They can't lose their wicket.
Chance and taken. That's the victory. And SRK Diesel Trading, they get their first ever victory in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Take a bow.
What a statement of authority this is from SRK Diesel, winning against a very strong Colatta Chocolates. They were the champions as well, winning by 27 runs. A very comfortable win at the end. Making sure they take their catches, the self-belief working for SRK Diesel. And what an effort by these lot. Let's have a look at the batting card for Colatta Chocolates. Wasn't a very good effort by the batters. Janaka and Ranjit Mani opened the innings. Four for Janaka. Mani gone on the first delivery, after scoring 1 run of his 5th delivery. Shabik was looking good, 48 of 32 for him. Lakshman Srikumar, 16 of 14. They did have a small partnership in the middle, but after that, they just lost their track. Keshav Sharma, the only batter to impress, with 23 of 16 at the end, losing all 10 wickets with the score at 114 and falling short by 27 runs. Good to see some very good bowling and catching by SRK Diesel, doing a wonderful job. 6 bowlers used. Abid Ali picking up a wicket. That last wicket, Khan Mohammed picking up a couple of wickets. Shahbaz picking up 3 wickets. He started off the proceedings and picked up those 2 early important wickets, but the man of the moment was Mohammad Nisar, picking up 3 wickets, giving away just 19 runs in his 4 overs. What a spell he's bowled. Broke the back of the Colatta Chocolate batters and convincingly won the game for his team. Let's have a look at the highlights of how this inning panned out. Janaka started off with a brilliant boundary down the line, and after that, it was gone off a beautiful catch. This fielding was superb from SRK, making sure that they took their catches. Ranjit Mani was a soft dismissal at the end. Shabik Iftari and Akhil Das got in a partnership. Those two were looking good and were on the verge of taking this game away from them, but that shot from Lakshman Srikumar gone off after at the wrong time. Sabik Iftari, and after that, most of the batters just going across the line and losing their wickets. That was a beautiful delivery. He was on the verge of a hat trick there. Mohammad Nisar clean bowled Nikhil Srinivasan, and after which Keshav did try to up the ante, but it was a little too late for them. A few boundaries at the end, but proved to be just a little too much. Good fielding effort by SRK. Made sure that they kept them under check and win this game quite comfortably at the end. Match summary then. Colatta Chocolates winning the toss and electing to field first. SRK were put into bat. They got 141 runs in their 20 overs. Khan getting 40 not out of his 28 deliveries. Mohammad Nisar 41 of 30. Sulaiman 30 of 30. Keshav picked up 4 wickets, gave away 24 runs. Manpreet and Ranjit Mani picked up a wicket each, but Colatta Chocolates in their reply could only muster up 114 runs for the loss of 10 wickets. Shabik 48 of 32. He was impressive. Keshav Sharma 23 of 16. Lakshman Srikumar 16 of 14. Nisar picked up 3 wickets. He was on the verge of a hat-trick as well. Gave away just 19 runs. Shahbaz 3 wickets for him. And Mohammad Khan picked up a couple of wickets. SRK at the end, winning the game comfortably by 27 runs. Well, we'll head into a short break, and when we come back, it'll be the post-match presentation with Asim Sheikh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the 34th Sharjah Ramadan League T20, powered by FanCode. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sharjah Cricket and its administration to make sure that we have a tournament of this standard, and also would like to thank our sponsors, streaming partner FanCode, our event partner TCM, and our support sponsor rsook.com. This was the 16th game of the tournament. SRK Diesel taking on Colatta Chocolates. And mind you, SRK Diesel have registered their first ever victory in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium by winning the game by 27 runs and defeating the champions of the Bukhatur League, Colatta Chocolates. And commencing ahead, I would like to introduce Mr. Tehseen Javed, our match referee, to the post-match presentation where he'll be awarding our Sook player of the match to none other than Nisar Afridi of SRK Diesel Trading for scoring 41 runs and taking 3 wickets for 20 runs while bowling as well. An overall performance by Nisar. He was brilliant throughout. He is a very promising talent. Nisar, काफी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस रही है टीम में आने के बाद काफी शानदार क्रिकेट हो रही है ओवरऑल बताइए कैसा कैसा कॉन्फिडेंट फील कर रहे हैं आप
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करता हूँ जो हम मैच जीत गए और फिर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ने मेरी परफॉर्मेंस के बदौलत भी टीम के जीतने में अहम किरदार अदा किया। ये था कि जब हम बैटिंग के बाद फील्डिंग के लिए उतर रहे थे तो हमारा यही प्लान था कि इंशाल्लाह हम 11 के 11 ही एफर्ट करेंगे और मेहनत हम करेंगे, नतीजा अल्लाह पे छोड़ेंगे। तो वही वो अल्लाह ने नतीजा भी हमारे हक में कर दिया। अच्छा,
जब आप शुरुआत में बैटिंग करने गए थे तो क्या विकेट देखकर क्या टारगेट आपके दिमाग में था कि कितना रियलिस्टिक टारगेट होगा यहाँ पे डिफेंड करने लायक
हमारे माइंड में ये था कि हम 160 तक जाएंगे। अगर हम 160 करें तो माइंड ये था कि प्लस भी उसके बाद 180 जाएंगे, मगर एटलीस्ट 160 तक था। पर उस तरह हम नहीं गए 160 तक, पर यह था कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बॉलिंग में हमने वो कमी पूरी कर दी।
वेल ओवरऑल जब 140 बोर्ड पे लगा हुआ था कहीं पे बिलीव कर रहे थे कि आप कहीं से कहीं ना कहीं से एक मिराकुलस परफॉर्मेंस लेकर आके डिफेंड कर पाएंगे
जी बिल्कुल, क्योंकि अगर आप बहादुरों की तरह खेलते हैं तो अल्लाह भी बहादुरों के साथ ही है। तो हमने बहादुरों की तरह खेला और अल्लाह ने वही कर दिया।
चलिए एक बात बताइए अंदर कप्तान ने क्या मैसेज दिया था आपको
कप्तान हर बात में यही कह रहे थे कि हम जीतेंगे, 100% एफर्ट करना है, हम जीत सकते हैं। तो बस वही अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ने कामयाबी करवा दी।
कितने खुश थे आपके कप्तान आज आज खेले नहीं एसआर के साहब लेकिन बताइए कितने खुश थे आज वो हर्डल के अंदर
और मेरे ख्याल से मुझसे ज़्यादा आपको ही पता होगा, हर आउट के बाद वो जो जिस तरह दौड़ के वो आ रहे थे तो मेरे ख्याल से आपने ज़्यादा देखा होगा मेरे से। बहुत ज़्यादा खुश थे, बहुत ही ज़्यादा खुश थे।
चलिए पहली जीत है आपकी टीम के लिए शारजा स्टेडियम में जाके एंजॉय कीजिए
शुक्रिया जी, मेहरबानी।
That's it from the post-match presentation. We'll be back again live here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium for yet another battle. That will be tomorrow. Until then, good night. Take care.